Hi there, I'm tuned to 630 kilohertz on the medium wave band, and I'm here because this is the upper limit for the bandwidth of my long wave induction loop. If I show you the tuning capacitor, as you can see here, the plates are basically fully unmeshed, so that corresponds to the minimum capacitance. Now this tuning capacitor is dual gang, 10 to 360 picofarads times 2 effectively, so 20 to 720 picofarads. So here they are, or here it is, completely unmeshed, and that corresponds to 630 kilohertz. At this sort of frequency, the capacitance of my hand can start to dominate what's going on when I'm adjusting the capacitor. But if I make a small adjustment now, I think you can see that the resonance, which appears as a kind of a lump on the noise floor, you'll see it move. So I'm just going to adjust the tuning capacitor now. So there you go. So now if I tune down to 531 kilohertz, and I'm going to adjust the tuning capacitor again. So there you see, when I take my hand away, the capacitance changes slightly at these sort of higher frequencies, at the higher end of the bandwidth. So let's go to 430, and I'll adjust the capacitor again. So there you go. Let's go to 330. Right, now let's go to I was going to stop at 279, but there's nothing there, so let's go to 252. Right. So now the loop is resonant at 252 kilohertz. You can see the sort of corresponding increase in signal strength. And we go down to 225 Polsky radio. So at these lower frequencies where there's a higher capacitance, my hand isn't really having much of an effect now. So there we go, resonant at 225. I'm just rotating the loop. And there you go, and we've got some decent audio now from Poland. Still struggling compared to one of my portable radios, but you know, the SDRPlay isn't fitted with an internal ferrite rod antenna, so effectively for the SDRPlay the loop is the antenna, and so it doesn't work as well as a portable with a ferrite, and therefore the loop is simply an enhancement of an existing antenna. But you know, still, this is a good way of determining the bandwidth and the behaviour of a loop. So let's go down to what should we go down to? 183. going to adjust the tuning capacitor again. So there we are, resonant at 183. Let's go to 153, antenna saddle. Then we have some audio. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. And so let me just keep tuning down. Okay, so now the plates on the capacitor are fully meshed, which corresponds to 134 kilohertz. So that's the lower level of the bandwidth. So this loop tunes from 134 kilohertz up to above 600. So it's, you know, it's getting on for half a meg in bandwidth. But when you get sort of towards 500 kilohertz, these with the lower capacitance, my hand has a much bigger impact. So it's not dominated by my hand, but my hand is having an impact in terms of the capacitance. So you know, you adjust the tuning capacitor and then take your hand away, and the signal, the resonance moves because the capacitance has changed. So at lower capacitance values at higher frequencies is a bit more difficult to adjust. You've kind of got to adjust it, and then but with an offset to compensate for the capacitance delta that your hand is introducing. But nevertheless, using an SDR is a good way of looking at the bandwidth of an induction loop and how it behaves. One of my new subscribers is Brian Lewis from Canada. As I said, I think, I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but he suggested I do this, which I thought was a good idea. And so there you go. So you can use an SDR to look at the behaviour of a loop antenna, but not generally a good idea to use an SDR with a loop antenna unless you live in a very quiet location. On long wave, I think you're going to get far better results with a decent portable with a ferrite and using the induction loop to enhance the signal. That's my experience anyway. So there you go. Anyway, I thought you would find that interesting. I certainly did. I may try the same with my medium wave loop, although I'm thinking of redesigning that. But for now, hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching.